Oh, you know, it sure is hot out here. Maybe the whole global warming thing's actually real.
Ooh, no it ain't. That's just a lie maybe by those liberal greenies. They just want to see us give more money to the liberals.
Yeah, there's no way global warming is real. If Reagan says it's not real, it's not real. Reagan is a genius, and he is bringing this country to the best in the whole world.
Man, I don't know about Reagan though. He's been cutting Social Security and all that. Man, my family can't be supported with none of this money.
These government programs are irrelevant. They don't matter.
Okay,
we don't need them. He's cutting taxes, and he's keeping us safe from the commies.
I'll give you this. Much better than that Jimmy Carter fellow.
Jimmy Carter?
I'll drink to that.
Man, that was a good president.
Oh. Man, I need a smoke.
Man, Big Money Tobacco was just so prominent in the 80s. I just love this tobacco right here.
Ooh. I think it's time to see my kitties at home.
You done with your smoke break, Randy?
You know what's up.
All right, Randy, it's time to go, honey. I'll take these for the road.
Wait,
Woo!
Crystal, ease up. You gotta drive. Yeah, I'll take these.
All right.
Crystal,
Let's go,
you
Randy.
a lot.
Let's go, Randy. Oh! Introducing the Calvin Klein new Obsession line, fulfilling your greatest, wildest fantasies. Oh, whoa! Oh, I had one too many tonight, Randy. Oh!
Wow, she's really had too much to drink. I'll just let her be there. Hey Timmy, what are you doing, buddy?
Hey Dad, I'm watching MTV. You wanna watch?
Sure. Man, I love this song.
Me too.
Cyndi Lauper, she's a dime.
I know.
What do you got in your hands
I
there?
got my new Rubik's Cube. It's pretty cool. You wanna play?
Sure. Wow, this is crazy.
Hey Dad, how do you play pinball?
Alright, so first you want to put your coin in there, right?
Yep.
And then the ball shows up here. And you pull that. Oh, and then the ball's flying around, and make sure it doesn't go in there.
Yay, thanks Dad.
Wahoo. Oh my!
Dr. Benjamin Solomon Carson, at the age of 22, is visiting his family friend who also lives in Detroit, Michigan, the Evanses family.
Hey Adam, how you doing?
Good thanks. How you doing, Mr. Carson?
You know, I just came out of a Popeyes organization, and some guy with a gun came up right behind me, and he told me to give him all his money. You know what I told him?
What'd you tell him?
I told him I'm not the one you want. The one you want is behind the counter, the cashier. That's what I told him.
You guys know Donna Summers?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a fox.
Speaking of more significant matters, have you guys heard of that new conspiracy of global warming?
No.
No, I'm being serious right now. Apparently the government is telling us that the earth is getting warmer and warmer every single year, and it's been increasing dramatically and exponentially throughout the world's history. And apparently right now, due to all these carbon emissions and everything, the ozone layer and all that kind of good stuff is just getting more and more hot and hot. But I don't understand any of this, and I don't believe in global warming. And I believe that in the future, I will run for president and tell all these people that global warming is a fallacy.
Let's watch some TV, honey.
Alright, let's see what's on the news.
Oh, hey, can I get mustard on that? We're rolling. Oh, hello there. I'm Lucius Maywood, and today on the news, we're going to be talking about cultural trends of the 1980s. Art of the 1980s was unique in that it put a unique emphasis on individualism. As Sabina M. Erickman put it, the curator of the Gallery of Arts, The decade of the 1980s is characterized by the coexistence of a diverse range of artistic practices. For example, you have Red Room done by Keith Haring. These abstract paintings, along with all the art that comes along with it, serve to evoke the mind in regards to postmodernism. But what exactly is postmodernism? Well, it's a late 20th century style of art that revolves around the idea of going against the establishment. This style thrived in the 80s. Wow. Oh, sorry. I was just watching some classic movies from the 1980s. Film of the 1980s focused mainly on the gangs made in the 70s. It also tried to recreate the blockbuster, a term that fits perfectly into this decade. You had impactful movies like Star Wars Episode 5 and E.T. Highlighted by this decade were the movies that we would label as classics by today's standards. Another massive feat of this decade was the first extensive use of CGI. Steven Lisberger's movie Tron developed more than 15 minutes of digital sequences. Now to our infield reporter, Matt.
Here I am at the mouth of the Mississippi River, where Reagan has just began his vacation. It's a pretty steamy day out here, as you can see. There's a lot of buggers out here, a lot of ticks. I hope I don't get one on my head. But I'm here to discuss Reagan's domestic policy regarding the urban poor. While he takes his vacation and all of these rich upper class people start living in their mansion homes and start getting more incomes, the poor people inside the inner cities are losing money on the daily. And it is really depressing when we take a look at the present realities we are facing now in the 1980s. From the years of 1968 to 1981, the percentage of families living below the... What is going on back there? Oh, what is he doing? See, this is an example of what Reagan is doing to this country. Look at that scoundrel over there. Look at him just skipping rocks. Yeah. Get out of my shot. Get out of my shot. Get out of my shot.
Oh, Lord.
Keep going, Sonny. Run all the way home. Run back to Mama. There you go.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Over 55% of the net income increases that happened within the African American community happened in the public sector, meaning that Reagan's budget cuts to domestic programs affected the African American community more than any other racial community, which is a very depressing, dark reality for those that live in the inner cities. Now, it may not be evident here in this beautiful Alabama wilderness, but in the inner cities like Chicago or Compton or even the district, there are vast increases of violent crime, drug usage, and gangs. As I mentioned before when I was talking about the urban poor, over half of the $44 billion that Reagan has cut from his budget cuts this past year went to income security programs, educational programs, and job training programs for the poor. You'll excuse me real quick, it's a steamy day, as I previously mentioned, and I gotta get some sweet tea, so. Damn, that's good. Okay. Now,
Mom, when Columbus discovered America, did his mom say, put it back? These are Jell-O pudding sticks. Delicious Jell-O pudding in a cup. No artificial flavors or colors, and fasten that seatbelt, Mom. 70% skim milk. What do you say we pick up 12 or 13? Two. Two is doable.
Jell-O pudding snacks. Pretty smart for a kid.
Next up, we have our infield reporter, Abdul.
Breaking news. According to the Reagan administration, the U.S. government is going to pour $3 billion into the Mujahideen, which are fighting the communist Russians in Afghanistan. According to a very reliable source also, the Soviet Union is on the brink of economic collapse due to their funneling of money into Afghanistan and Afghanistan commies.
Ooh, it's pretty chilly out here.
Cold War's really getting to us, huh? I'm here today reporting from Camp David at ABC News 52, talking about Reagan and his involvement with the Soviet Union. Recently, he has been talking to Gorbachev, the Soviet Union evil emperor, and it seems as though the Soviet Union is on the brink of collapse. Furthermore, Reagan has made many concessions towards Gorbachev, and it seems very likely that the Soviet Union will finally be annihilated. God bless the United States of America. There's been recent development that shows that there has been a terrorist attack in a bar in Berlin, Germany, in which one American soldier has died. Recent developments have showed that the Muammar Gaddafi regime in Libya has instigated this attack. Right now, the Reagan administration is implementing many methods in which they can bomb the regime and root out the terrorists who have committed this atrocious act. Back to you, Adam.
Finally, as a special guest appearance, Jack Brinkley.
Here to discuss Reaganomics, Jack Brinkley, son of Alan Brinkley.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name is Jack Brinkley, son of Alan Brinkley, and I'm here to discuss Reaganomics. Now, there's a misinterpretation out there that Reaganomics is a completely bad thing. Well, it's not. The cuts in the government programs and the cuts in taxes are actually not as bad as people think. The cuts allow the consumers to spend more of their money, more of their income that is earned money. Corporations, for example, they are also allowed to spend more money. What do they spend money on? Hiring more workers. When they hire more workers, they are decreasing the unemployment levels and bringing more jobs to the economy.
Sure, Sir Isaac Newton unraveled the mysteries of gravity, but could he have unraveled the mysteries of Rubik's Cube? 3 weeks ago, Judge Smith retired to her chambers with Exhibit A, Rubik's Cube. She hasn't been seen since. Warning, once you get your hands on Rubik's Cube, you may never be able to put it down. Rubik's Cube, over 3 billion combinations, but just one solution from ideal.
As professor of economics at Columbia University, I've had a lot of experiences with individuals who have their own opinions about the economy. A lot of them, like my students for example, express their discontent with the cuts in welfare, the cuts in money towards job training, and the cuts in money towards educational opportunities. Well, the reality is there's much more real growth. For example, consider the real family income increased over $4,000 in the last year. Also, think about unemployment. Unemployment has decreased by 4% in the last year. Now, you may be asking yourself, these cuts in taxes are actually going to increase consumer spending, which is going to increase the real GDP. So my main goal for today is to help convince you that when you look and make judgments about the economy, please consider both sides. Don't listen to the uneducated reporters who claim that the poor people are suffering because their programs are being cut. When you look at the economy, look at it as a whole. Look at the true facts and the true increases to our nation's productivity.
The Sony Walkman, now available in stores near you.
That's the game!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up my news segment for the night. I'm Lucius Mayweather. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great night.
Now let's watch some sports.
I'm here at the Lakers Celtics showcase between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. They're getting ready for their matchup tonight. Wow, what a finish. The historic Lakers and Celtics rivalry has only increased in the last decade with the inclusion of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. The showcase is beginning in a little bit, and the winner gets this brand new
1984 Mercedes-Benz C-Class.
Let's watch the Nature Channel. Can you change the channel, please?
Yes.
This massive hunk of a tree is a real specimen. Its soft, gooey core provides so many nutrients for the beasts around it, and its delicious, luscious bark is the only diet a man's man really needs. This grass is so fresh, so strong in its roots. And you see the beautiful wilderness out here. You see a bunch of voluptuous, just great rooted plants out here. Oh my gosh, is that a beaver? Oh, is it clicking back at me? Oh, okay, these beasts, this is the riverwood beaver. It is very, oh, you can see its strong muscles as it gets over that log. Oh, yes. You can tell by its vociferous call that it is the riverside beaver that we see right over there. Smell that breeze. Take in this air. You see, it might not be around much longer. Global warming, CO2 emissions. It's warming our atmosphere, and people like a young Benjamin Carson won't tell you this, even though they probably won't even remember that they ran for president. But they'll tell you that it's not real. They'll tell you that this doesn't matter. Look at this. Do you hear that little trickling stream? Do you hear that riverside beaver in the background? You won't get that much longer if we start taking care of our earth and being good stewards of it. Then maybe we will be able to preserve the biodiversity that our earth has blessed us with over the past 4 billion years.
Mom, no.
Is it still the 1980s, Timmy?
No, Mom, it's 2016.
As Dr. Benjamin Soloman Carson won the presidency yet?
No, he dropped out of the race. I'm sorry. No, Mom! No! 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 No!
Wait.
Wait, what's the guard? No. Come on, baby.
We are here today, ABC 52 at Camp David, and we are here.
Matt?
Okay, so.
Wait, what's the dance for that?
Jack Brinkley, son of Alan Brinkley.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name is Jack Brinkley, son of... Oh, you just did that, though. Well, I love America, and I believe in Reagan.